Hi guys, I'm Dave in Real Life Movies and welcome to my Friday 5 Kevin Smith movies. Kevin Smith created Jay and Silent Bob, the kind of like the Cheech and Chong of our generation. Honestly, from his first movie, Clerks, right until, I don't know what his last movie was, to be honest. He's done that many in popular movies, but I have picked 5 out of my collection of his kind of his greatest hits, so to say. Love Kevin Smith. I'm not a pothead by any stretch of the imagination. I don't want people thinking that because I've mentioned Cheech and Chong and I like Jay and Silent Bob that I'm like rocking the ganja, but honestly, for those who are, respect to you guys out there, but this is not a reflection of me at all. I just love these, absolutely love these movies. And we're going to start off with that first one, which is Clerks. I mean, this is a 2-disc special edition. So it has like all the backstory. So if you want me to do an in-depth dive into Clerks X, it's not actually called Clerks X, by the way. Ignore that. It's just Clerks. In fact, let's just say this is the original package for it. It was shot on 8mm. It was shot overnight in a convenience store in America. In fact, Kevin Smith's hometown, and it just follows the lives of a shop owner or somebody what works in a shop in the convenience store who wasn't meant to work that day, who was heavily hungover, and his best mate who had the video shop next door. So yeah, this is about them two and just the unexpected occurrences in one day of a convenience store worker, to the interactions with the general public, to selling cigarettes to a minor, to somebody having sex in a bathroom with a dead guy. I mean, yeah. And yeah, oh my gosh, how many blowjobs? Why do you call you Snowball? But anyway, it's a fantastic movie, great soundtrack to it as well. Clerks, very recommended movie, and it is Kevin Smith's first one. But they ended the original footage with the guy who was behind the counter of Clerks getting shot by a random person. It was canned at the festival which they played it, so they give it a more happier ending. So there you go. I haven't ruined anything there, but this did lead to a proper feature film, which would continue the likes of Jay and Silent Bob, but make them more comedic and move them away from the convenience store and move them into a mall. Every town in America or city in America has got a flipping mall, and they've also got Mallrats. Yes, it's got even Sharon Doherty, who was obviously famous from Beverly Hills 90210. And obviously, it follows the life of these two, which let me just check the names because I can't remember off the top of my head. Well, it's Jason Lee, and I can't even see because look at that, put a sticker right over the information. But anyway, he's trying to propose to his girlfriend. It goes horribly wrong because she's now forced to go on a dating show. I mean, I don't even know why it's Sharon Doherty what's on the front cover. She's not even the lead actress in this. It is Claire Fellaini, better known for her movie with, what was it now? Brad Pitt. I can't even remember the movie. Meet the Mighty Joe Black or something. I don't know. I can't even remember the film of it now. But Claire Fellaini, she was also in Green Street. Anyway, I digress. Mallrats, very, very funny. We started to see a little bit more of a comedic role for Jay and Silent Bob in this movie. There's a bit of boobage in here as well. It's set in a mall, basically. And Will Willem, this guy right here, see the sailboat? I have to watch the movie to find out if he sees the sailboat or not. Then we go on to a little bit of a religious jaunt, and that is Dogma. Dogma sees two angels trying to find their way back into heaven, and God gets taken out when he goes to a skeet ball park. Yeah, it's a very weird movie, got to admit, but it does give a slight edge to religious beliefs, and it kind of questions those religious beliefs as well, because, you know what I mean? It's what you make of it. Religion is what you make of it. Basically, what you want to believe is your belief system, and this pretty much signals that as the last scion gets contacted to stop the two angels, which is Bartleby and Loki, from getting back into heaven. If they get back into heaven, God and his decree would never exist. Life on Earth would never exist. So, yeah, it's a bad shit crazy movie. It's got Salma Hayek in it, kind of reprising her role, so to say, from Dusk Till Dawn, where she's half naked and does the dance. She's in this, dancing to Candy Girl. Can you imagine that? Honestly, if you've not seen Dogma, it's so good. In fact, it's got Alan Rickman in. Alan Rickman is so good in this movie. I mean, highly recommend this one. Then we go on to something that's probably out of character and pretty like the sore thumb of the My Fight Day 5 list. And that is this one, Chasing Amy. Made out of pure passion. This was a love story or a passionate message that Kevin Smith himself wanted to send out into the world, and using movies as a way of doing that. It follows the story of Alden, which is played by Ben Affleck, who falls in love with a girl only to discover that she's a lesbian. And when he's struggling to deal with the fact that he's fallen for this girl, they start hanging out, and then she falls in love with him. So, very whimsical, right? You've managed to turn her away from her own sexual beliefs. But then, when it's discovered that she wasn't just a lesbian, that she had straight relationships beforehand, Holden could not accept this and felt that he couldn't quite live up to her sexual prowess. And that's where it all goes a little bit south. It's a very good movie. Lots of good little moments in here as well. Cameos from Matt Damon. Honestly, you've got to see this movie to believe it. It is a love letter. Obviously, the two main characters, which is Holden and Banksy, they're comic book creators. They created the screen likeness of Bluntman and Chronic, which would go later on in the series for Jay and Silent Bob. The fact that Jay and Silent Bob only get a small little cameo in this movie as well just kind of shows you where Kevin Smith really centered the story around, which is obviously Joey Lauren Adams. May recognize her more for Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. But very cool movie. And last but definitely not least, and this is pretty much the story of Jay and Silent Bob and Susanna. Suzanne, all that I wanted was a girl. Which is the end of actually Mallrats. In fact, we got to this movie quite a distance away from where it was first mentioned. And that is, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Amazingly enough, Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher make cameos in this movie. We've got Shannon Elizabeth, Will Ferrell, Chris Rock, Ben Affleck, Jason Lee again, plus Jay and Silent Bob. It is absolutely crammed for all the cameos. Judd Nelson makes an appearance in this movie. Oh my gosh, this is just batshit crazy. What an amazing movie this is. And it's about Jay and Silent Bob. They discover that Bluntman and Chronic is getting turned into a movie. Obviously, they had to deal with Banksy and Alden with the comic books, but didn't have the rights to the movie and were owed a shit ton of money. So they were going to go and stop this movie, and plus they'd realised that there was all these haters online as well, so they were going to go and take them out. So they go on a road trip. They come across these diamond smugglers. They get them involved by causing a diversion by rescuing a chimpanzee or a orangutan, whichever way it is. It just goes awry from there, and they even have Wes Craven make a cameo. In fact, it was filmed the exact same time as Scream 3, because as they was filming Jay and Silent Bob, Scream 3 was being made at the exact same time, so Jay and Silent Bob actually make a cameo in Scream 3. Yeah. Even get kind of cameos from the characters from Good Will Hunting. Yes, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck actually play quite a few characters within the universe that is Jay and Silent Bob. So there you go. That is my Friday 5 Kevin Smith movies. Which is your favourite of the 5 that I've shown you in this video? Please put it in the comment section below. There is like Clerks, right? There is Clerks 2 and there is Clerks 3. I will tell you one thing, Clerks 2 is okay. I think it's a very good movie. There is bestiality in there, which is very strange, I know. And a guy what loves Lord of the Rings. And believes in pussy trolls. Yes. In fact, he actually comes back for part 3, which part 3 is the making of part 1. So part 3 is the making of Clerks. How does that work? Where you find themselves the making of the first movie. Yes. That is some kind of weird old psychedelic shit right there, isn't it? But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed my Friday 5. Let me know what kind of list can I do for next Friday in the comment section below. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. And yeah, we'll stay tuned for another fun-packed episode of my Friday 5 next week. I've been Dave in Real Life Movies. You guys have been awesome. And that is a wrap for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.